Hey guys, so I figured on this snowy weekend day, I was going to quickly do a net video for you guys. My kids came home with a bunch of really cool artwork from their school. And as I was looking at it, I just couldn't stop thinking about my recent trip to Georgia and how we were working on a lot of different net activities. And we've been talking a lot about building art into the daily programs for the kiddos, especially those who are there for about 8 hours, getting that color on your wall, doing something a little bit more interactive and building that generalization into the program. So we're presenting these teaching targets in different ways. So when I was looking at this, I got really inspired and I said, all right, let's just jump right in. I'm going to show you about 4 examples, 2 from my son, 2 from my daughter, of what the finished product looked like and how my brain immediately went to what ABA teaching programs, those goals you see, and the targets that would associate with them. Then what I'm going to do is pause the video, and when I restart it, I'm going to be doing 2 separate art activities. One with my daughter Bella, who is about to turn 4, one with my son Mason, who's about to turn 2, so 2 different level learners again. Each time I do the art project with them, I'm actually going to show you off of a data collection sheet. I'm going to put mock data on it, so you're going to see exactly what I would do as the RBT to figure out how I was going to target their certain programs, goals, teaching targets based off of the overall program I had to work with. So I kind of want to take you through the steps of how they relate, but I want to almost start like maybe a little bit of backwards chaining. I'm going to start at the end, if you would. And we're going to talk about the finished project and how they relate to ABA things and where my mind went originally to try to get your creative juices flowing. So this art project was done by my son Mason, who, like I said, was almost 2. Pretty simple art project. They took forks instead of paintbrushes, and they used white paint, and they just let the kids go at it. When it dried, they worked with the kiddos to turn it into a polar bear. Their theme is Arctic animals and Arctic winter stuff. So looking at this, I don't know, let me know, either when we meet for supervision or in the comments below, if your mind immediately goes to ABA stuff like mine does, because mine definitely did. When I look at this, I start to see all of the different ways I could build my ABA teaching program into this art project. What I immediately see is a ton of manding opportunities. What I have here is the ability for my learner to start to request mand for all sorts of different things. Depending on the level of the learner, they could be manding for 1 word, 2 word, 3+ words of actions, help. They could be manding for termination. If they were done, they wanted a break. All done, break, touching a break card, pulling a break card, all of those are manding for termination of an activity appropriately without engaging in behaviors. They could be manding for more paper, more paint, parts of the polar bear's body if they needed it. They could be manding for their painting utensil. In this case, it was the fork. So all of those are counting as mands. Let's say if you had to contrive a situation, you gave them all of their art projects and you were just kind of waiting because you haven't yet given him or her the painting utensil, you'd be manding for a missing item. Some of you guys have that in your programs now where the kiddos are not having all the items they need, and they're supposed to kind of look around their environment and go like, oh, I need that, and talk to you and request for the missing item. So tons of manding opportunities in every single art project or any art related thing we're doing, tons of manding. So that was a big one, of course. Then I really saw the tacting. I have them all written down on sticky notes, so I keep looking down. The tacting. So labeling the body parts, ears, eyes, nose, are tacks. Labeling the common items associated with doing an art project, paint, paper, glue, fork that you're painting with, or brush if that's what you're painting with. All of that is, again, tacting the common items around. So you're asking you to be like, hey, what color? And then I'm going to say blue. Yeah, because you're tacting blue, right? So that's awesome. So now you're doing colors, body parts, common objects that are around. We're tacting those. You could also do tacting actions if they're at that level. If you're painting or gluing or sticking something on, now we're trying to tact those actions, but in 3D real world scenarios instead of on those picture cards. So we're, again, bringing that generalization. We could also do imitation. So a lot of imitation skills. You could be painting, like, hey, copy me. Kiddo starts painting. You could be using glue. Hey, copy me. Now they're gluing with you. So doing a lot of those imitation skills that come along with learning how to do art. Because remember also back, a lot of the gals that I've been supervising, we talk about our kiddos, they don't know how to play. We have to teach them how to play. We have to teach them how to do art, experience art, see if they like art, right? Some kids might not, but some kids might really love it. So we're really teaching play skills and we're teaching important skills. Just we're building our ABA program back into our net of our art project. We also have a lot of fine motor skills in here that not every kiddo will have in their programs, but most kiddos do, and some kiddos will work up to that as well. So fine motor, we could be looking at the brush, or in this case, the fork grip. How well are they holding the painting utensil? Are they holding it too tight, too soft? Are they holding it like this? Are they holding it like the appropriate way? Glue hand strength, if they're using like a glue bottle or glue stick, are they pressing too hard? Are they not pressing hard enough? Are they struggling to get it out? Then we could also do, if you can tell his name's like right at the bottom, the teacher wrote that, but if you wrote it nice and big and bulky and you have them trace it, now they're working on tracing letters, tracing their name. If you wrote it over here as a model and you had them copy it, now we're copying their name to get them to write their name. Or if they can independently write their own name, now you're working on them independently spelling and writing their own name on the paper. You also have like some visual placement skills. You could model where to put everything for the polar bear. You could like leave little indicators and they can match it up with the indicators. In this case, that's not what happened with this art project. They just kind of, prompted him through where to put it, which would be totally fine too. So in an art project like this, that's pretty simple. This is one piece of paper, one color of paint, one painting utensil, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other small things to add on to make this cute little Arctic polar bear. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish different programs with multiple different teaching targets below it. So immediately something like this has a ton of ABA built into it. Let's go even a little bit simpler. They did this really cool, this is like a bit more of a sensory activity. This could be something that, again, if you needed to just kind of, if you have a really like high sensory seeking kid and this is something that's reinforcing to them to be in a sensory space and experience that sensory, how can we take a sensory reinforcing experience that in and of itself is not providing the child with too much experience with learning other than just kind of going back and forth with the item manding wise? How can we take it and build like kind of ABA teaching targets and goals around it? Well, I got some ideas for this one. So what they did here is they just gave the kids a white piece of paper. This was actually like paint and water mixed together that they froze in little like ice cube trays, and they put popsicle sticks like in them to freeze them. And then they let them paint with these like frozen popsicle paint sticks things, and then this was the final project after the paint melted and they were painting with it. So that's kind of where I was saying you get that sensory break experience if you have a really high sensory seeking kid, but it also kind of made a cool art project. And how would we add ABA to it? Again, with the manding, they can mand for an action like help or to be all done for the termination. They can mand for more paper, mand for more of those icicle painting popsicle stick things. So you can add in your manding opportunities here while you're doing this. Now you're adding in programs and teaching. We can do tacting again. We can do the tacting of the colors, the common objects. We could use echoics. If your child's working with echoics, you could echo the different colors of the different items you're using, echo the different objects, say paper, and try to get them to say paper along with you. So those echoics are how we build that language and how we teach that language. Start echoing and teaching through echoics all the stuff that's in your environment that you're using. We also have those receptive identifications. Can you touch blue? Can you touch the paper? Can you find, pink if you're using different colors for this project? Whatever it is, you can use those receptive IDs as well and start to get them to use that as a part of their program. Can you touch something that's cold in front of us? Can you find the paint? Whatever. But anyway, this was kind of a cool one. This is a little bit more simple. There's even less materials involved in this one. I guess a little bit more on the prep time and the back end, but it was a way to add like a little mini sensory experience with teaching ABA, and it made a cute little like art painting, and they called these like iceberg paintings, which was like really cute with the school. So let's move up to a bit of a higher level. This is Isabella, my daughter. She is 4. almost 4, sorry. So she's using a little bit more advanced teaching materials, and her programs are a little bit more advanced. So this is not as much like freelance art as what I usually do in my ABA sessions, but this is obviously a worksheet. They're working on this book, The Mitten. So all of her projects and art stuff that's come out of it is to do with this book. So it's all related around a book, which is also a really cool idea if you think about it, if you kind of want to get inspired for you guys too. But her stuff is coming from a book. So what could we do here with a higher level learner with a worksheet that's already out like this? She could, you know, manding in sentences. Can I have help, please? Hand me the green crayon. You know, adding those adjectives, adverbs, whatever you need to get those full sentences in for the mand. There you go. Again, manding for missing items. You could give everything they need, but leave out one color, knowing that she or he might need one color to this worksheet. Then they're gonna have to mand for that missing item when they identify and figure out which missing item they need. That's always a good one too, because you can contrive the situation as you prepare the project for the day. Again, I did say this one already, but I have it written down, those adjectives, adverbs, those descriptive words, getting them to not just say, hand me crayon, getting them to say, you know, hand me red crayon, hand me big crayon, hand me little crayon, getting those different types of like descriptive great words that we use in our sentences built into their manding. There are kiddos who are more advanced that I know have those programs right now for some of you. Writing and fine motor, right? So this is higher, like level 3 kind of stuff coming into the VB map, but it does relate to level 3 components of the VB map. Writing her name or his name, tracing the name, copying the name. Copying means there's a model and then they're doing it right next. Coloring within the lines. We have kiddos with programs with that right now, staying a certain percentage within the lines as they color to get that fine motor control underway. Following multi-step directions. I love that one because they've got the multi-step directions right here, which on these, if your kiddo is working on sight words or sentence reading, there you go. Now we're reading as well, built into this one activity, but also following multi-step directions. There are multiple steps in this project for them to complete to finish the project completely. So kind of a twofold there. That's awesome. Again, you could still do tacting, labeling of the colors, the objects, the letters on the page to, you know, to get different letters if you were working on that, different words if you were working on words. All of that tacting would be perfect. That labeling would be perfect for a project like this. Then, like I said, you had reading the words, reading the colors, reading the sentences. That would be perfect. And then there's some other things that we could do is they could look at the picture, right? And we could try to have them identify different things in the picture. So with doing those identifications, those receptive identifications, you know, I could say, can you touch something that's red after it's all done? And, you know, they'd find it. Or can you find her shoes? Where's her knitting needles, you know, and starting to go through different parts of the picture. And now they're that field of view that we usually have a couple pictures for. Now they're like scanning an entire page and they're scanning an image, a full image, to find detailed things within the image. So we're increasing their ability to also visually look and scan through the field. We're increasing that, and we're getting them to receptively identify different things in the picture. So again, a project just like this, maybe you just think, oh, these are just the things I'm working on. Again, we had overall manding, tacting, reading, receptive identification, writing, fine motor, and following instructions with multiple different examples of targets that you could be teaching and working on within this one page. Last one before I pause and I start to set things up and we do it for real. This one's got a lot, so I'm gonna go a bit quicker. Again, this is based off of that book, The Mitten. It's a bit more complex of an art project for The Mitten. But on this one, we've got all of our same manding for more, manding for help, manding for actions from others, manding to be all done, those termination cues, manding in sentences, manding with adjectives and adverbs, manding for missing items. Great. We've got tacting again, because now we can do the tacting of the animals, the labeling of the animals, the objects, the colors. That's all awesome. Fine motor, you got some other stuff going on because they did cut these out with child safety scissors. So not only is she coloring the different animals in different colors to be like follow the directions, the multi-step directions that went with this, she's also now cutting them out and then working on lacing skills. There are kiddos, lots of them, who have lacing skill programs to work again on fine motor, which leads into functional living skills like tying shoes, or told you the kiddos were home, or doing different things like that, different functional living skills with lacing. So there you go with that. Visual perception, again, that acts like kind of doubles with lacing too, because you got to visually be able to see what you're doing and kind of perceive the world around you. Placement of the different animals, you know, if you needed specific placement for them, there's that. Writing, she did her name on the back a bit with the teacher. So you could do, again, the writing the name, the copying the name, the tracing of the name. You could even add the date if you were doing something like this, so that they could start working on writing the date, copying the date, tracing the date. With all of these, like I said earlier, we're working on attending. They're attending to this art project. They're attending to a skill. They're attending to a task, right? You could also do independent attending. Like if you need to step away for a little to see if they could independently do it without you sitting there prompting it with them. With a higher level learner, that's what we start to work into is, you know, if you take a step back, can they continue to go on their own and not need to be prompt dependent in any way? That's a big deal with ABA. We also have the receptive identifications with this: animals, objects, colors. Yet again, you know, she did gluing and stuff here, so she was following the multi-step direction. Got a little bit of sensory output with the cotton balls, right? Not really adding, that's not really a teaching target, but again, it's like adding a little bit of a sensory break that could be, you know, good for kids, especially high sensory seeking kids. And then working on reading again, reading the instructions, reading the sentences, reading the words, and following multi-step directions. So again, that one was pretty hefty. It had a lot of different stuff in it, but those are the final products of different art projects that I didn't even do, that I could pick out different ABA teaching skills. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna build 2 separate data sheets. These are our paper and pencil ones that you guys have been working with. It would be the same for Central Reach with pulling the information you need just off of your electronic type of data collection method. I'm going to use the paper and pencil one for each kiddo. I'm going to make little mock programs for them. And then when I start it back up again, we're going to be doing the art projects, and we're going to be kind of going back and forth showing what exactly I am planning on working with an ABA mock project with each kid. So we will be right back. Hey guys, so this is Bella. She's a little upset that we haven't started yet, so we're gonna get going. Our art project that we're gonna do is making a fairy princess.
House?
A house. Fairy princess house, not just the fairy princess.
That's the fairy princess and the fairy princess house.
All right, we're gonna get through one of those right now. I did even write up a little like mock program for her. So I have my targets and like my goals and my targets, just like you guys would have, right? So there we go. How I'm gonna pull this off and how I usually do it is I keep my data sheet right with me while we're doing the art project, so I can reference and see what we need. Don't need the whole program, just need to look at this to see what we're doing. I would have pre-planned in the morning before I even got started to know kind of what sorts of things would relate to the art project as I went. So I would have known from prepping this morning or the night before she came in as a client that manding would be good for this, tracing would be good for this, different counting tasks would be good for this. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to actually take data as we go, and here we go. Okay, hi, are you ready? Okay, so I got colors for you.
I want to do orange.
Oh my gosh, you want to do orange? You didn't even see all the choices though. Hang tight, hang tight. All right.
Orange.
I have 3 colors for you. Can you count to 3?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Good job. What color is this?
Purple.
What color is this one?
Orange.
Yep, and what color is this one?
Red.
That's right. Thanks for sitting on your bum. I was really worried about you. High five. So what color do we want our fairy princess dress to be?
This one.
Oh, what color is that?
Orange.
Orange. All right, kiddo. All right. I need you to wait so I can get what else we need out. Can you show me waiting? Okay, show me waiting. This is one of her targets. We're going to wait for 10 seconds before she touches stimuli. So I got my counter going.
Mommy, what are you doing?
I'm going to get the crayons out. You're doing a good job waiting. Thanks for waiting.
I'm going to draw a fairy Princess outfit and then
Hey, awesome job waiting. High five me. Thanks for not touching the people while you waited. That was beauteous, my friend. So I'm gonna actually just take data right now. So we got a positive trial for 10 seconds. Good job, buddy. All right, kiddo, here we go. I need you to get me, can you pick 5 crayons, please? So counting out from a larger set is on my data right now.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That was awesome. Good listening. Oh my gosh, what colors did you pick?
I picked that one.
Oh, what color is it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's good asking. Let's try it. It's
Gray.
gray. That's right.
Brown.
Good.
Purple.
Yep.
Red.
Yes.
Yellow.
That's like lime green yellow. I'll give it to you. High five me. Thank you. So counting out from a larger set up to the number of 5 was a target. So she got a plus on that. Great job, my pumpkin. All right, here we go. We are going to trace your hand. So I need 1 hand. How many hands do you have?
1, 2.
You do. Where's your fingers? Those are your fingers. Good job, buddy. Can you do this one? Oh, thank goodness your fingers work. Awesome job. All of that would be considered mastered skill. Open your hand like this, really wide. Oh, put it on paper. Bloop. Nice job. Mom's going to trace your hand. All those would be considered mastered skills that we were just kind of running through, just so we were teaching some stuff and having some fun as we go. Wiggly fingers, you wiggly finger girl. There we go. All right, so this baby bean is going to be your fairy princess's like dress. This is her dress, okay? So you get to color that however you want, and we're going to decorate that however you want. However, hold on, we're listening to instructions. You ready? I need you to do some crazy things for me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
She has to have 2 special fairy symbols on her dress. Okay?
What are fairy symbols?
These are fairy symbols. What are those?
Symbols?
What shape is that symbol?
Circle.
That is a circle. Good job. That's not a target. That's a mastered skill. What about this one?
Square.
Nice job. What about this one?
Rectangle.
That was supposed to be a square, but thanks. You called out Mom's drawing ability. Good job. High five me. What I need Bella to do is I need Bella to pick 1 color, and she needs to trace my circles and my squares. I think.
Change the colors?
Of course you can.
I think I should do.
Good asking that question. Good job. So I was demanding for more information. And tracing circle and square is on the target. So I'm going to wait to see how she did with those. She's going to trace it within a certain border. Go really slow. Go really slow. Oh, that one was much better. Good job. Good trying. Ready? Make sure we go nice and slow, but you're doing a beautiful job. Start. Oh, remember, we're tracing. Tracing. Got it, girl. Good job. So I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, but circle, she's going to get a minus on, but she worked really hard. You did a great job. We weren't within the border that we needed to be for the tracing target, and then we got a little excited and decided to color it in. Same thing for square. Nice and tight. We're going to trace. Go ahead. Good girl. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Nice job. So that second square was a little bit better. She did a great job overall, but I had to kind of prompt her through it. So on my data sheet as we go, we're going to just kind of mark off that our first 2 probe trials, we didn't quite get that yet. Okay, so Baby Bean, I love it. Now, hey, pick out 5 new colors. 5 colors.
I want this one and this one. I don't think this one.
Okay.
And this one.
Nice.
No, this one. And this one.
Great.
And this one.
Great. I love it. Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
High five me. Good girl. So I ran that a second time, even though I took data on it. Go ahead. You can color in the fairy's dress however you would like to color in the fairy's dress. You're doing a great job, buddy.
It's going to be red, purple, and orange.
Red, purple, and orange. That sounds wonderful. Nice job. I'm going to let her work on this for a quick second. I'm going to pause it and we'll be right back.
Orange.
Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I don't know what you need. What's up?
I need orange.
Orange what?
Crayon.
Oh, let's try that in a full sentence. I need orange crayon, please.
Orange crayon, please.
Try it one more time.
Orange crayon, please.
Whoa, orange crayon, please. Try. Can I have orange crayon?
I have orange crayon.
That was beautiful. Yep, you absolutely
Yeah.
can. That orange or that orange? Two different oranges.
Yep.
Crazy world, lots of oranges, right? I feel you, girl. So one of her manding goals was to mand with 3+ words. What she did when she said, "Can I have orange?" That's technically 4. What I prompted for was to get a full sentence, like a full sentence with the adjective of like, "Can I have orange crayon?" So I did kind of have to prompt for what I exactly wanted, but there are 2 different manding goals that are here on my manding sheet. So the first one of manding with 3+ words.
Purple crayon, please.
That was beautiful. Purple crayon, please. Next time we're gonna try and ask for who wants it, my baby bean. So that's awesome. And then with that full sentence of like, "Can I have?" or "May I have?" That full complete sentence with the adjective of a description word.
Please, can I have red, please?
That was perfect. You add an extra pleases just to be extra sweet. Good job. Thank you for telling me exactly what you needed. But we're working on that now, but our probe was a minus. So you can see on my data sheet, we're still kind of.
Could I have gray?
Gray what?
Gray crayon.
Gray crayon. Thank you. With those adjectives, we want that like descriptive word for that man. So she's doing awesome. So I'm going to pause so she can keep going, and I'll keep going from here. All right, so she's still working really hard. She's making that fairy dress. She's doing awesome. I added her name at the top of the paper, and it's because I'm going to run a couple of the other targets I have to do, and that would be tacting certain letters. And then I also have to run a receptive identification of one letter. And then I'm going to have her just work on tracing her first name. Our target. You're done? Oh my gosh. Hey, I wrote something all the way up here. What do you see?
It's Isabella Rosebaum.
Oh my gosh, let's try again. That says Bella. That says Bella. Now, what letter is that one right there?
B.
That's a girl. That is a B. Nice job. Okay.
E-L-L-A.
Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. High five me. Girlfriend, wait, can you touch the E for me? That's the E. Yes, mama. High fives. You are rocking it. Now, we need to trace our name, which means I need you to go over it. Which color would you like to go over it with? We're asking.
Red.
Can I have
Red.
Can I have red crayon, please?
Can I have red crayon?
What was that, Jonathan?
Please, can I have red crayon?
That was awesome sauce. Yes, pumpkin. Now go nice and slow. Take your time as you trace. Nice job.
Now E.
Beautiful.
And we can do it this way too.
Yep. You're doing a great job. Great working. Love it.
Cidic.
What's the last one?
A.
Nice job, kiddo. High five me. Great work. That was awesome. Okay, I need you with this brown crayon. Can you draw a head for her? Draw a head and a face right there for her. So we gotta make like a big old face right there. Okay, and you can give her hair. You do all that kind of great stuff. So it might be a little hard to see, but she did great. She did trace within the borderline. I don't want to pick it up just because she's still working. She did a great job. So she traced within the borderline of her name. She tacted all the letters in her name, which was awesome. That's one of the first times that she kind of just boom, boom, boom right down the line. So we were working on tacting the letter B. She got it. I didn't even have to do the SD for it. Tacting the letter L and tacting the letter A. So that was great. She got those receptive ID. That's why I went back. I love the head that you made. Hang on one second, Bub. I love it. When I went back and I said, hey, can you touch the E? That was her like scanning through all the letters, finding the E and touching the E. She did that, which was fantastic. So she did it beautiful. And then she traced her name, which is another one that I'm going to put a plus on because as we went, again, I'm taking data because I'm pretending this is like the first thing we did when she came in. So this is all our probe stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but just wanted to model what it would be like if you were taking data as you worked.
All done.
All done. You did fantastic, buddy. Here, I'm gonna give you the scissors so you can start working on cutting out your fairy. So cut all along the edges and you can cut out your fairy. Remember how they go? Just like that. That a girl. Nice job. So just for a recap with her, this was like a quick one. We did the Manding program. So we did Manding for 3+ sentences, took data on it just because I was putting it as a probe session. Doesn't mean that it will be when you do it. Manding with full sentences and adjectives. There's a couple things I wrote down here that I didn't get, but overall I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 pretend current teaching targets in with this art project with Bella, and I hit multiple different mastered skills throughout that. So hopefully that one helped, and I'm gonna grab Mason and we're gonna do a really short one with Mason. Okay, so we are back with Mason. His program looks a little bit smaller, so I can kind of get through it. But I got some things over here where we've got Manding, receptive IDs, who's going to try and man for help and please. He's going to do receptive ID for the colors, blue and green. He's going to attack the color blue. Fine motor, he's really just working on just general scribbling for about 10 to 15 seconds. Attending, he needs to just kind of be here and attend for a minute. So I'm going to actually put the clock on and we're going to watch to see if he does it, and I'll redirect as needed. And then Manding for termination of all done, when he's all done doing it. So smaller, this would be a good example of if I already had the program for the day, I kind of already the night before or right as I got in the morning, looked at what our project we were going to do, had it planned out, and knew exactly which targets and goals we were going to hit off of my active data sheet, and we're gonna go from there, and we are gonna see how it goes. Okay, are you ready? You want to do painting? No. You ready? Oh, we need to open. We got to open. Yeah. What color? Blue. Good job. What color? Blue. Blue. Oh no, that's a hard one to open. Do you need help? Help. Please. Good job. Help, please. Open. There, we open blue. Good job. Let's do blue. You're going to do dots on your house? He's got a little house that he's going to decorate. Oh, good job doing dots. My clock has started so I can watch to see how long he attends. Oops. Uh-oh. Silly goose. Here we go. Attending would be defined by the BCBA who's doing the program, but overall just seeing how long he's going to stay there. You're making your windows blue. I have 1, 2 windows, 1, 2 door, 1 roof. Good job. Nice job, buddy. What color? Blue. Macy, say blue. Blue. Yeah. Blue. 3, 2, 1. Let's get new color. Let's get new color. Does Macy want any of these? You want that one? That one? That's red. That's red. That's right. That's red. Can you get green? Look right here. Can you get green? Green. Green. Good job saying it. Let's try green. We first do green, then we do red. Fast, fast. You need help. Good job. Help. Help open. There we go. So a lot of this has been prompted. So I'm not going to be doing that probe data where I'm actually taking data on this right now, but help would have been prompted. The please earlier would have been prompted. The tact of blue was prompted, but now we've been working on it a little. And receptive ID, I had to do errorless teaching, so you pick the right one out of the lineup of the 2. Oh, we all done. All done green. Macy, all done green. Okay, Mama. All done green. You're done green. Good job. Oh, blue. Say blue. Good job. That is the blue. Where's blue? Try again. Where's blue? Blue, right here. You get blue? That's it, blue. So that was more of a positional prompt because I moved it a little bit closer. So far, he has done the 1 minute of attending at the table, kind of moved over into my lap, which I'm going to redirect right now. Oh, we want that one? That's red. You say red.
Red.
Good job saying red. Good boy. Help.
Apple.
Help. You can stand up. It's okay.
Red.
Here you go. You're your daughter. Good
Go,
job.
go, go.
Okay, we're going to do 10 seconds with red. Good boy. 10 seconds with red. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good boy. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all done red. All done red. Put on. Good boy. Close. We do crayon. We do crayon to color. And then Macy can go back to daughter. Yep. We do one crayon. Then Macy can do daughter. Hey,
Go, go,
can you get the blue crayon?
go.
Blue. Good boy. Blue. Blue. Good boy. So we did tack blue there. If you heard him say blue. I helped him receptive ID it between 2. And then now his last goal that I'm hitting right now is that he's going to scribble for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 6.
Go, go.
Oh, all done. Good job. All right, buddy. All done. So he didn't get the scribble for 10 seconds, but he did say all done on his own to terminate being done coloring. So I'm going to let him keep going with his daughters. That is actually, I hit each one of those that were on here, the ones that I kind of extracted. Oh, thank you. You say help.
Apple.
Help. You say help.
Apple.
Open. Good boy. Here you go. Help open. I'm going to let him keep going. And I'm going to go handle whatever that is real quick. But that's how his cute little project's coming out where he's decorating the house. And we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ABA teaching targets that he would have been working on. And obviously I was kind of going through him a little bit quick because I know this got a little bit long. But hopefully all of this helped. And I will talk to you guys soon.